see. This is okay. See, I feel bad. It's not focusing. Oh,
Hey, somebody looking like Bryson Tiller over there in the side, so that's why I can't.
Yeah,
I can't really see.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna make sure I follow on Instagram so I can see.
Yeah,
Ree, hey girl.
Hi, Shannon. Nice to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you too. I'm so excited to talk with you.
So excited. Yes, let's get it. Got my doobie wrap on today. So
I love the doobie wrap. Why you ain't told me you had a doobie wrap on today?
Well, because it was, I was working, so I had it wrapped up and, didn't get to undo it. So I'm here.
Okay. Well, after this, I'm going on a hot date, so I can't have my doobie wrap.
Oh, yes. So you gotta be fly. Let me find out.
I meant to ask, what part of, are you both from Maryland originally?
Yeah.
Yes.
What part of Maryland are you from?
Laurel.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And you're down in Accokeek, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because we got your information from Miss Hart, which is my other best friend.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. It came as such a surprise when I got the email. I was just like, oh my gosh. And I started jumping for joy. I'm like, oh, this is so cute.
Well, I am glad. We are excited. So welcome to the OOUU pod, and we're going to get started, okay?
Okay.
So have you listened to anything? Were you able to go on our page and listen?
I did. I listened to your interview with Baltimore Kev. Is that his name? Baltimore?
Yes.
I listened to that.
One of our great artists. So today, of course, we start off with trivias. That's what the OOUU pod is for.
Okay.
So today we're going to start off with, it's called OOUU.
Okay.
So you want to take a guess at what it might be about?
OOUU. I really wish I knew. I'm a little stumped.
Okay, so I'm going to let you know what the game is about.
Okay.
So OOUU, since your name is Shannon, it's all artists that start with the name C that have the C. Don't be stressed. It's gonna be easy.
Okay.
So you have to name. You have 1 minute, right?
Let me get my timer together.
1 minute to name all artists that start with the letter C.
Okay.
And we got 30. We got 32 of them.
We have a lot. You don't have to get all of them, but we want to see as many as you can get, the most that you can get within this minute.
Okay.
And of course, I'm going to be taking score. That's what I do. So,
I'm going to do the time and you take the score.
All right. So you ready, Shannon?
I think so.
This is just to get the icebreaker started before we get into the interview. So just to give you a game. So, all right.
If y'all hear a long pause, don't be alarmed. This rain is going to be a little.
All right. Well, you only got a minute. So, okay.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Okay. Ready?
Ready?
Go.
Okay.
Common. Charlie Wilson.
Yeah.
Sierra.
Yeah.
Right. Who is that other person? The name Clapton is coming to mind, but I know it's a last name, so we're gonna bypass that. Who else? CeeLo Green.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Why is it so hard all of a sudden? Oh my gosh. So I feel like if I just say the sound, it'll come to me.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Canning Alexis.
Yes.
Oh yes, go ahead. That's the point.
There go a minute. Say the best for last. Say the best for last.
Yes. So you were able to get 5, which was still good. That's still good. I mean, it's only a minute. So, a lot of C names, people don't really think of people with the C name. But you even had a person that I didn't even have on the list that I forgot all about. Common.
Yep.
I don't even know how I forgot about that fine man. But
that girl.
yeah. So Okay, so I'll just give you a few that I love, happen to laugh. So of course there's Cardi B, of course.
Okay.
There's Cameron, there's Christina Aguilera, Shaka Khan,
yes,
Chance the Rapper.
bro.
And I know you
so
Chance the Rapper.
Yes, I do. I used to love this.
Oh my God. So how you forget that?
I know. It's like when you're under pressure, it's like
Yeah,
something your mind just goes blank. So it's like, wow. I'm surprised I got as many as I did. So yeah.
But it's so many more C names, but you know, that's just a few.
Darn.
Cassie, Coolio. Everybody know
Coolio. Oh my God. I feel so dumb right now.
No, it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. We just want to thank you again, Channing, for coming out and being an interview on the OOUU Pod. I know we was like so excited. Your voice is amazing, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. And I know you only have a few songs, but we're just going to start off with, how is your 2020 going?
It's 2020. I know 2020 has thrown everybody for a loop, and I'm blessed enough to not have it as bad as other people, and I can never sit and complain too bad because it could always be worse. It really could always be worse. But you know, it's ups and downs. You know, in this 2020, I have been blessed to meet my partner, so that was really good. You know, that was up, and then you know, I've had a few. Yeah,
that's a good thing.
It was such a good thing, and it caught me by surprise. So it definitely was a highlight. So that really made me really happy. And the lows, you know, I had a lot of struggles with, you know, my mental and emotional health, and I know a lot of people have had too. And I had some troubles in the past, and this year kind of stressed it a bit. But I'm lucky enough to have people that were around me to lift me up, you know, make me not feel so down in the dumps. And sometimes I have to acknowledge that my lows aren't always as low as other people's. And I just, you know, gotta stay positive. And so overall, not too bad. It's definitely been a harder year, but you know, I have a lot to look forward to. So
and just know that it's everybody is going through the same thing. Everybody's going through a little bit of hard times during this time. So just to know that you're not alone in that, and that just keep going, keep striving, keep doing what you're doing, stay positive, keep a focused mind, and you know you're gonna get through it. And
you can call on me.
Hey, yes,
when you're on that strong, and
I'll be your friend.
Yeah, of course,
girl. Yes. Yeah. So Channing, so I see. Okay, Channing Neal. So is Alexis your middle name? Like, tell us about your name. Oh, okay.
Yes. So you know, the funny thing is I would struggle so much as to what I wanted my stage name to be, you know, because when I first got into singing and recording and all this, I was like, oh my gosh, I just don't even know how I would approach finding what people were going to call me, you know? Right. So I just was like, you know, I like my middle name and I might as well just run with that. And at first it was going to be something, I don't know if you guys have seen my social media, grlwunder is my social media and everything. And that was actually going to be our original, you know, stage name, but you know, I figured I'd just keep it pretty authentic. But that one is really important to me just because, when I first got into music, when I was really younger, I actually learned recently people thought I was really bad at singing. Like I was not good. And it's true. No, because it was actually true. I was terrible. As a young kid, I could not sing at all. But my family would sit and they would listen to me screech at them for like an hour, putting on my little shows. Oh, I got better. Thankfully, I got better as time went on. But you know, I just always thought, if I would do the impossible and prove people wrong, that, you know, grlwunder, you know? So that was gonna be my original, but Channing Alexis, you know, my mom really loves my name. Like, love my name. Too. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I've an appreciation for it has grown. So I'm just like, I should just stick with that. You know?
Yeah.
And guess what? It's no other Channings except Channing. Who's the actor? Channing.
Yeah, Channing Tatum. I always, when people are struggling to remember my name or how to pronounce it, I say, oh, just look at Channing Tatum. Because that's all they can think of.
So that's good. I mean, get out there, listen to Channing Alexis. So let's get out there.
For sure.
So how long have you been singing? Like, how long have you been doing it?
I have been singing for as long as I can remember, honestly, since I was a little kid. But I've been seriously recording since I think my junior year of high school, I want to say, which wasn't too long ago. So yeah, junior year of high school or beginning of senior year, maybe. But yeah. So, and I've been writing for maybe since end of middle school, start of high school. So
wow.
Okay.
Yeah. It reminds me of myself. Like it's giving me like nostalgia, you know, because I felt like I also started to write songs in middle school. And my first time recording was in high school. So like what inspired you? Like what was the motivation? Like what really inspired you to start writing, start singing?
Oh gosh, when I was in middle school, I've tried to surround myself with music as much as possible. Like when I was in middle school, even in elementary school, I would be in like little music groups, choirs, choruses, anything. So when I went to high school, I went to Oxon Hill High School, as you know, because it's hard. And when I was about to join their choir, I heard such good things about it, you know, how they were world renowned, all this stuff, you know, how good they were. And I got so intimidated because I used to be really, really timid, especially about singing. So when I joined that choir, there were so many talented people. Like my friend Julian Wilson, he is one of the most talented people I've ever met. He is so gifted, and being around all that talent was like, you know, I want to be better. It pushed me to be better. And he actually is one of the people that inspired me to start writing and, you know, make my own music, because I saw how passionate they were about creating, and I just know how important it is to create. So I was like, I want to do that. I really want to do that. So when I started writing, it was like, I don't want to show anybody. I was so embarrassed. I said, if this is bad, I'm going to be so embarrassed. So I didn't show anybody. I had this little notebook that I would hide in my drawer. And one of my friends found it. I said, "Ooh, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't even worry about that." But eventually I started writing sat down. And I mean, I don't really have to, it kind of just comes to me now. So it's like, I just start and scribble, but I was like, let me actually hunker down and make real music that I can share, because I want people to hear it. So what really inspired me was just being around so much talent, so many people that loved what they were doing. And I wanted to be one of those people that was embracing, you know, any gift that I might have. So I want to embrace that and share what I can with the world too. So.
Yes, and please continue to share this beautiful voice, because it is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. Have you ever been compared to any other artists or?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've gotten compared to her so many times.
Yeah.
From like, I think I got compared to her maybe 3 times in a week. I was like, oh wow, I did not even hear this. And my friend was listening to, what's that song? It's like, as I
yes, girl, I got to see the vocals coming out already.
So that my friend was listening to that song, and she was like, "Channing, I heard that song and I thought it was you." I'm like, oh my god.
Wow. No, but I mean, I actually had to do a double take when we got on the call, because she was giving me like, you know, her vibes. You know, got the lights up in the back and stuff.
And she's like, I love her music. She is so incredibly talented, and she's one of my inspirations too, because I love hearing her, you know, hearing her sing, play, all that she does, and it's so beautiful. So it's funny that I compare to her so much. Yeah,
of course, and she's a Cancer, so she's amazing anyway. So
are you okay?
You know, I gotta put that out there.
Here she go.
I have met some pretty incredible Cancers in my life. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
You say you've met some crazy ones?
No, some incredible ones.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, where are they crazy at?
Girl, you a daggone live. You act like you ain't met no crazy Cancers.
Yeah. Girl. I mean, a couple. They've been a little off their rocker, just a little bit.
Yeah,
but in the best way. Just some of them.
What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, okay. Yes.
You a Taurus?
Yes. You a May Taurus?
I am. May 6th.
I'm so good at this. I'm like so amazing.
You really are.
I can really
on point.
I can just read energy so well with the signs. Yeah. I think I'm about to do tarot reading.
Really? Please, because I know you'd be great at it. I'm gonna come to you for a reading.
Yes.
I'm gonna be one of your first clients.
You go to Berkeley? You're at Berkeley.
No, I'm not in Berkeley. I auditioned, I got in. I unfortunately did not make it to the school. That school is expensive, y'all.
Is it?
Ooh, so expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's like upwards I think it's 63 or upwards of $70,000 a year, something like that. It's so expensive.
You said what? You said what?
I think it's so I think the last price I saw was 63,000 or something like that. Yeah. So I unfortunately did not make it there, but you know.
So are you still studying music? Like,
I'm not in school at the moment.
Yes.
I have been going back and forth between going back to school or going to school to start school. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out.
It's a weird place.
Yeah, it's a weird place. It's very awkward. Just like a transition period, honestly, for me. So I was looking at different schools. I was really set on Berkeley for a while. So there was a period where I was like sad. Which, I had to really get over that and think, well, what do I want to do? So right now I'm teaching, just teaching little kids music. So until I figure out what I want to do, that's what I'm doing. Just teaching them the basics. Getting them involved because everyone should be in music. Music is just so good. It is really possible.
Right. Have you? I mean, I know it might be a stretch, but nothing's impossible. Mm-hmm. But have you ever thought of like fundraising, connecting with your community, and trying to go that route to try to help with finances and?
I have
because you're really talented, and I feel like I don't know, Ree. We might have to do a campaign for her, girl.
I know that's right. Get it started.
I thought about it. I just had to think about if I wanted it enough to be completely transparent because school isn't for everybody, and I know that. And I used to be so set on I need to go to college. I need to do this, and I think anyone who's doing it is admirable. I think it's a stressful journey, but an incredible one at the same time. And I applaud anyone doing it, but I know that's not always the route people want to go on. So I just had to figure out if that's really what I wanted to do. And I'm still figuring that out. So
it was crazy times now. Like I can't even imagine being in school during
Exactly.
Especially and then for those students that are in school that are going away, they're still at home. So it's like
And I have so many friends that are like, virtual learning is killing me. Like it's so hard because professors are putting so much stress and so much pressure just because they are at home. So I just thought in my mind, it was a bit selfish to be like, well, let me raise money for something I don't even know I want to do yet, So I just wanted to make sure I had my plan together or my idea of what I actually want to do together. Because I know that I also really still want to record. So I want to get in the studio and just jump right in and keep making music that way. So I don't know.
So we definitely caught you at the right time because you getting ready to start getting it popping and bringing out some more music.
Yes. That's the plan. That's the goal.
Yes.
So I know my favorite songs is Shouldn't Be and Hurt Me. So what is your favorite song? Like, what's your favorite song and why?
That's a tough one.
Everybody always answers like that. Like, that's my babies. Those are my babies.
Because it's, I don't know. I think it's a toss up between Shouldn't Be and Around the Way. Around the Way, I think was a bit more, my vocals were a bit more vulnerable on that song. And it was just a bit, it exposed my singing voice a bit more than Shouldn't Be, just because it was a little harder, the range was a bit more. So that's why I think I like it the most, because funny enough, my friend Julian always is like, you need to sing, you need to take advantage of your upper register. You need to really attack these vocals a little more and stop being so complacent, stop being so comfortable. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So when I recorded Around the Way, I felt so proud because I was like, and I can still grow and still work and expand my range more. But I was like, wow, I never did this before. So but Shouldn't Be also holds a place in my heart because that was my very first song that I put out. And I performed that song for homecoming at my school, and everyone listened to me. Yeah, on the day it was released, I performed it at school, and it was just such an incredible feeling having everybody, just support me like that. So I want to say it Shouldn't Be, just because that was my very first, that was my baby, that was my my debut, I guess. But a close second is Around the Way.
Yes.
But it switches. It definitely switches.
Yes. Well, I'm curious. Let's get back into the studio a little bit. Like, so how is your like what's the energy? Like, what's your vibe? Describe us, like take us on a journey through your recording sessions.
It is so dysfunctional. I'm gonna be honest. So so I record with Julian is gonna come up a lot, but my friend Julian has a home studio, and I go and record with him, and it's only dysfunctional because we're constantly making changes on the spot. Like he's like, well, maybe you should rearrange this, and I'm like, you know what, maybe we should do this differently, and then that's what making music is about, just trying new things and expanding your horizons. So I was like, so every time I'm with them, we're just thinking maybe we should try something new with this and that, and it's dysfunctional because I'm like, Julian, I sound terrible. Julian, I'm not doing it good enough, and we do like so many takes. So many takes.
And it probably sounds amazing, but you just like, no, I gotta get it perfected. But
I have to be honest, I am such a perfectionist. I'm like, I gotta redo this. You heard that little crack at the end of that? I gotta redo that. Thought I take away. So it's really laid back though, even though it can be a bit chaotic sometimes. It's not stressful. He makes me feel very comfortable. We're just really chill about the whole thing, because the worst thing I can do is stress myself out. And even with my writing process, I never stress myself over writing out a song too much, just because if I do, I get a writer's block. I'm like, I can't do this. I get frustrated. So I just let it come to me, and that's usually how I write, and that's how I sing. I just let it come out, let it flow. So it's very laid back, very chill. And I just try to feel as comfortable as possible, because if I don't, I'm probably not getting a good take that day. So,
and that's amazing to have someone on your team that tolerates it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really think of another word, but that I can't imagine otherwise.
So, and I mean, honestly, like I thought if I ever went to another studio, I'd have to rein it in a bit, obviously, not be as all over the place, which is okay. It's gonna have to happen eventually, but in the moments that I am with him, I just really appreciate being able to fully freak out just to get to the final result, which usually is pretty good, I like to say. So
and also it's to the point where you get to be yourself. You don't have to pretend or be somebody else when you're in there. You can actually give it all. So that's great. I love it. I'm with you. So what is next for Chan and Alexis? What's next? What are you doing? What's going on?
So because of everything with the pandemic, I was actually supposed to start recording with my friend. We didn't get a chance to because everything going on is just so crazy. But I've been writing like crazy. I have so many songs I want to share, and I'll put out little snippets here and there, just for people to hear, just because I feel like if I go MIA too long, they'll be like, girl, you've fallen off the radar. What's going on? But I just write so much. I write almost every day, and I always have ideas coming in. My plan is I wanted to put out an EP. That was my first goal, because I actually had a whole project in mind already that I wanted to do, and unfortunately I didn't get around to doing it in time. But it was gonna be called like At the Tone. It was gonna be this nice project. It had a concept and everything. So hopefully I get to do that. I get to get everyone to hear that, because I'm very excited for all the ideas I have. I want to collaborate with some more people, maybe write for some people, and just see what I can do, see how I can get my talent out there, see how I can
or perhaps feature.
Feature, yes. I definitely want to feature anyone who's willing to work with me and create with me. I'm down, so that's what's next.
Oh, I love it. I love this energy. Just get it out there. Come on, Shannon. Can you give us like a little song, like just a
song?
Just a little.
Let me see.
Just a snippet.
Let's see. I had a song. It's like, I think. It's harder to live with the space between us. It's a trip to Venus with the space between. And maybe I could get to you, but I can't reach you, because the in-between is more than what it seems. Moving faster, I can't catch up, and I won't. Feeling pressure, it won't let up. If you don't catch me like a raindrop. Hey. and chase me like the wind. And hold me till the pain stops, so I can let you in. So that's a little taste.
Girl, come on, Shannon. That's what girl.
I'm gonna have a good night tonight. I'm gonna be playing you all day.
I love it. That voice is just amazing.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
And I just want you to keep going. I want you to keep doing what you're doing, and get in that studio. Make sure you get this EP out after the tone is going to be amazing. We're gonna put that energy out there. Like I'm just so excited.
I'm excited too. Thank you.
So Shannon, what's the best advice you've received thus far?
That's advice. Let me think.
Or what would you say to up and coming artists that may be in your same position at this moment?
I think the best advice that I've gotten and can relate to other people is be yourself. Honestly, it's really hard sometimes to be authentically who you are, just because there's so much pressure to fit standards and molds that are already out there, because I know people try to model themselves after artists that have already been out and published and all this stuff. And that's okay to have inspiration, you know, and take ideas and maybe apply them in a different way. But to completely be yourself is the most beautiful thing you can do as an artist, just because it allows for more freedom creatively. And honestly, that's the best advice I can give to anybody, because I know with me, the more I tried to be like other people, the more limited I felt, and the more closed in, boxed in I felt, and I hated that. I felt so stuck. So when I started to just write for me, because that's one of the things I write for other people, but I write for me. That's the first goal. That's the first priority, is to write what I love, what the sound I like to make. And I just think if you're experimenting with with your sound, with what you want to do, that's okay. If you know who you are, that's okay. As long as you're being yourself, as long as you're finding yourself authentically and doing it at your own pace. Please always go at your own pace, because if you ever let anyone press you to move faster or slower than how you're going, and doing that, trying to be like other people, you're just gonna feel so stuck. So that's the best advice I've gotten and can give to other people, other artists up and coming. Yeah.
This is the moment where I run down to the altar. run down to the altar. Drop it in the bucket. Amen.
And for real, like this girl, it was about to make me shed a tear, but this is what we do it for, because you are definitely like an inspiration. You are on the rise. You're going to be getting out there. Like, this is what Danny's and I do this for. This is what the OOUU Pod is all about. So it's like amazing to hear you, and for your voice, your gift, and just giving it to the little kids now, and for them to look up to you and what you're getting ready to do. It's just going to be amazing.
Honestly, I really appreciate you guys giving me a chance, giving me a platform to just speak to you, because I think it's most important for artists to have those gateways, you know, even just that little bit of encouragement, that little bit of support, because people get so down on themselves sometimes, especially in these times. People are getting down on themselves, overthinking, getting in their heads, and shining that little bit of life into the light it's the best. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. You guys are so sweet, and it makes me feel so happy that you believe in me like that, you know?
Yes.
And I'm definitely vision oriented, and I could just, your energy, I could just tell that you're going to go far. I'm excited to watch. I'm so excited to watch. So let's change gears just a little bit. So who are you listening to? Who on your playlist?
Yes.
Oh, girl, who's out of my playlist? I love BJ the Chicago Kid. Love BJ the Chicago Kid.
We about to pass out here.
I love it. It's so good.
Yes.
PJ Morton.
Yes.
The talent.
Talent.
It's crazy. Her, obviously, you know, I listen to a lot of John Legend, a lot of Charlie Wilson. I mentioned Charlie Wilson because I love him. I love me some Charlie Wilson. That is one person I will always listen to, because that man got some heart.
Yes.
Voice.
Yeah. He been doing it for a minute, so he know the game.
Exactly. I've just been listening to a lot of bands lately, just trying to expand my horizons on that. Suddenly, they cannot come to mind, but just a lot of groups. Who else?
Some underground artists.
Yes.
Like, is there any?
Oh, so I hate to just be plugging people, but I'm gonna plug some people. So
that's what we here for.
So this is the one I used to go to school with him. His name is Joshua Stearns, and I think his stage name is JDVST or something like that. And he's so good. He is a rapper, singer mix, and he has this one song. It's called June 24th. It might be June 24th. I have it on repeat. It is so
I have to go listen.
Good. I need you to. He is so good.
Look at her. Look at her taking notes. Look at her.
I am.
Yes,
I'm writing.
please,
You see me writing down because I'm like, oh, let me go listen to him.
He's so good. And there's just one artist. Oh my gosh, I have to find it now. I have to find it.
Oh, we got time.
Yep.
He's not as known. Someone put me onto him, and he has a song, Darius Scott. I don't know, and he has a song called Big Brave Man, and it gives me my feels every time. Every time I listen to it, I want to cry. He's so good. Darius Scott, his voice is just gorgeous. So that's somebody else. Julian W. Wilson, my friend, producer, pianist, singer. He's great. Please, he's gonna keep putting out more stuff. He's really good. And just just a bunch of people. Honestly, there's so many great artists out there. If I spent time naming them, we'd be here forever. So,
right. We'll leave that for another show.
Right. So just let everyone know who you rocking with.
Of course. I'm gonna, you know how much I'm gonna advertise this on my social media? I'm going to be like, guys, I need you to go drop in and go listen to this. Is it the OOUU pod or the U pod?
It's the OOUU pod.
OOUU pod. Okay. I'll be like, y'all catch me on the OOUU pod.
Yes.
Girls,
Gay.
We rocking with the OOUU pod, everybody.
Yes.
And they got some great artists, some great finds, all that.
Yes. Oh, thanks, Shannon.
Yes, Shannon. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is.
But yeah, Bree, guess what? She be going thrifting. So the next time I come home, we going to Clan and we going shopping. Show her the shoes.
That's Danny's all day.
Show her the shoes.
Because you know I will. I got some shoes. Girl.
Wait a minute. Stop it. Oh, those are cute.
Thank you.
She must be going on a hot date.
Yeah.
I might be, I just gotta get ready, be prepared,
Yes, but anytime, you never know. But right there, Danny, she is the thrifter. She been thrifting for years. She been thrifting before thrifting was thrifting. That's how long she been thrifting.
Because if you're here, if you're on my way, please hit me up because we're really gonna go on a spree. We're gonna go.
Yes. Well, Danny's need to get out there and check it out because I don't think you've been out there to do no thrifting out that way.
Nope.
Yes, please do. Please feel free. I'm ready. I will drop everything. Let's go.
Good girl.
I honestly, you guys are so fun. Like just talking to you just makes me smile, makes me all bubbly. It's just like, oh, you guys.
Thank
great
you.
Energy.
We keep on getting that positive energy. Like I love it because if everybody that we talk to or have all the artists that we have spoken to so far, they keep on saying like, you guys have great energy.
You do.
You do. Really good. So we gonna keep on receiving it because we gonna be on
Girl.
We're gonna be on the TV soon. I'm already gonna stick it into
I can't wait to see the names and lights. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, everybody watch out. Okay.
Yes.
This is the best.
Yes, because we definitely trying. We are advocates in getting these artists out here that need to be heard. So
yeah. And you guys are so great. And I love what you're doing. It's awesome. It really is.
I'm sure we'll do something again.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll definitely keep you posted. All right.
Okay.
Enjoy.
All right, love.
Thank you. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.